Okay, we are revisiting Victrola 50, number 59,408, 1922. It is back together with a brand new spring. The wood is all cleaned up. And we're going to do a record test now. What do we have here? We have an Emerson record, Foxtrot, Joseph Samuels, Music Masters. This is an orthophonic record, but the ones I brought today to play, I had not tested previously, and they're too badly worn, the acoustic records I brought. So, that's okay. We get to hear how the Victrola 50 sounds with a number 2 reproducer and an orthophonic record. And here we go. It's oak, obviously. Quarter sawn, as you can see, and that, although it's a little darkened with age, that is golden oak. It's not fumed. I've heard that term used when someone sees a dark-looking Victrola 50 that's oak. Oh, it's fumed. No. It's just old. That's what happens to shellac finishes when they get nearly a century old. They start to get a little dark, and it was actually much darker before I cleaned it up a little bit, which was just basically lifting the dirt off of the case. When I acquired this machine, I had assumed it was going to be a parts machine because it was a mess. It was dirty. It was missing its reproducer. Well, it wasn't missing the reproducer. The reproducer was a number 4, number 4A, pot metal reproducer. It was in a million little pieces. It was useless. So I had to replace it with a number 2, which is what this, what would have been an option in 1922 for this machine. A very popular one. A lot of people did go for the number 2 reproducer. And I figured it's in pieces, it's just parts, but I looked at it closer and realized that there was actually nothing wrong with it. It needed, well, I'm sure whoever had it didn't know the spring had a chunk missing out of it, but it was weak anyway, so that needed replacing. But everything was there except the reproducer, and really in good shape, as you can see. There's no damage to this. There's a few little spots here and there, but that's nothing. They all have that. That's just age. And it's even got a nice little tag on there from the dealer who originally sold this in Springfield, Massachusetts, the J.G. Heidner and Son Incorporated Pianos and Victrolas. Okay, let's play this record. See how it sounds. I actually haven't heard this yet, but that's all right. The other side was good. I did hear that one, because I've played about 10 records on this testing it. Well, there we go. That didn't sound too bad. You know what? Let's play another. Forgive me, I have to put the camera down. I cannot wind this one-handed on a rickety table that I'm using. So let's crank it up. Normally I would let this go for 2 plays, but it's about 55 degrees in here, and that tends to thicken up spring grease, and it reduces the power of the spring. So let's just wind it back up and let it go for full power. Let's see, what do we got here? That's a decent record. Oh yeah, here we go. This is always a favorite. I've played this before. Well, I've played versions of Babyface before. This is the Jan Garber and his orchestra version with Benny Davis. I believe I might have played this. I might not have. I have multiple versions of this one. Actually, it would help if I remembered to put the needle in. Always change the needle for each play of the record. Needles are by the 100, as you can see, while records are irreplaceable. And a worn needle becomes a chisel point in the next record that starts to do damage. And we don't want that. Okay. Why isn't this focusing? There we go. Let's try Babyface and see how that sounds too.
There's not another one can take your place. Babyface, my poor heart is jumping. You sure have started something, babyface. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, 'cause I just fell in love with your pretty baby face. Hey, hey.
And there you go. Plays it just fine. I mean, you won't get the high notes quite as nicely as you will with the number 4 when you're playing these VEs, but this is a late 1920s Victor Electric, before they became part of RCA. So they play pretty good on these machines. Get a little bit more volume out of them. Electrically amplified, that's what Victor Electric stands for. Electrically amplified recording. But it plays pretty good. I had a couple of records here, acoustic records to play, but they were just really worn and it didn't sound too good at all.